Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Today I have for you my official winter fragrance lineup of 2023. I'm really excited to be talking about all of these fragrances. They are going to be more warm, spicy, a little bit thicker, things that don't do as well in hot weather. And I hope it's cold where you are. It's not super cold here in South Florida, but it's getting a little bit chilly. So I am pulling out these winter fragrances, and this is what I'm going to be wearing. During the colder months, I like to wear something a little bit darker, more spicy that I can't really get away with in the hot weather. I have a lineup here of niche, luxury, more affordable options, so there's something here for everybody. I'm going to link everything down below so you can find all of these scents. The first fragrance is just a quintessential winter scent in my opinion. This is something that I always pull out during the winter season. That is Xerjoff Italica. And although Xerjoff does make a lot of spicy scents, great winter fragrances that are a little bit heavier, Italica is just the number one for winter in my opinion. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. Yes, I have Starlight, but this is just even better when it comes to the fragrance because it just has this gourmand facet to it. It smells like almond butter cookies with milk on the side. It's creamy, it's a little bit spicy, but you really get that lactonic factor in here that kind of levels out the spice. In Starlight, you get only spice. So in here, I really appreciate the milk, that lactonic feature. It really smooths it out. It's super milky and creamy, but you really get the almond in here. So it smells like freshly baked cookies. It's a little bit powdery, a little bit sugary, but it's not overly sweet, which I really enjoy. And you get a heavy dose of saffron. That is the spice coming through in Italica. This is just a stunning, perfect winter fragrance, especially around the holidays. Another fragrance that I love to pull out during the colder months of winter is Minuit Demi from Fragrance du Bois. This is a collab with Demi, Rawling, and Fragrance du Bois from a couple of years back. I cannot stop wearing this. Even when it's hot outside, sometimes I pull for it for date night. I'm just in love. This is the perfect spicy gourmand. It's pretty, it's elegant, soft, yet you are able to smell it all throughout the wear. I don't have any issues with projection or longevity. This is just a beautiful, sweet, spicy fragrance. You have caramel, coffee, which I do pick up on. You get this burst of spice from cardamom and pimento. But oh my gosh, it just kind of smells like a caramel macchiato, but a little bit of spice on top. This is stunning. If you love gourmand, if you love spicy, then you really need to try this. It is blended to perfection. I mean, yes, you can pick out the notes, but it is so buttery smooth. That's how I would describe this fragrance. I don't think that I could live without this in my collection. This is definitely a lifer for me, Minuit Demi. So I have talked about in previous videos that I am a fan of Angel Share from Kilian. I've had samples of that for years. I was obsessed with it when it first launched. And guess what? I still don't have it in my collection. Why? I don't know. The prices keep going up. It was $195. I thought about buying it on discount, and then it went up to like $220. Now it's at $245, I'm pretty sure. And I just couldn't justify it. Yes, I can still find it at a discount, but for some reason there's just been something like holding me back. I don't know, maybe I'll purchase it one day, but right now I do have an alternative that somebody gifted to me. This is called Cocktail Intense. This is from an Arab fragrance brand. I'll link it down below for you. I have seen it talked about on TikTok, and I've seen one creator talk about it. I can link his page down below. He talks about a bunch of Middle Eastern fragrances, but wow. This is probably one of the closer ones to Angel Share, I have to say. I have smelled Khamra from Latafa, and I was like, this does not smell like Angel Share. But this does. I feel like what you get more in here is this like boozy factor. Yes, it's still sweet, it's gourmand, it's spicy with cinnamon, but I get more booziness in here. It's very rich. It kind of smells like an alcoholic drink. Mixed with cinnamon and apple pie. I really do pick up on the apple. So to me this is very similar to Angel Share, but I'm getting a slight similar DNA also to Ocean from Parfum de Marly. If you're familiar with that fragrance, it does get compared to Angel Share quite often. I could say there's a little bit of a resemblance going on there too. But to me right now, out of the ones I've tried, this is the closest thing to Angel Share. So if you're like me and you've been having issues with justifying the price on that fragrance, especially because it's 50 ml, it's not even the large one. The large one is above $300 now. Then try this, please. This is like $30. I'm gonna link it down below for you because it's incredible. It is a little bit beast mode too. I wouldn't say that it leaves a scent trail, but when somebody's next to you, they're gonna smell you. Because that's happened to me. It has incredible performance and the price. I mean, I'm not a big fan of dupe houses per se, but when you have some inspiration like this, and it's a Middle Eastern fragrance brand where the quality is there, the performance is there, I can appreciate it. So this is Cocktail Intense, the closest thing to Angel Share I have found yet. I have another lactonic, warm, spicy fragrance for you. This is called Vita from Memoize, London. This is a beautiful niche fragrance house. They have a huge collection of scents. They have a whole color range. They have different collections that just blew my mind when I tried them out in London while I was visiting Selfridges. So you can find this online. I will link it down below for you, their website, or if you are located in the UK, it is at Selfridges and I believe Harvey Nichols as well. This fragrance really threw me for a loop. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first because you get this strong scent of milk. Like, this is very lactonic. I'm definitely picking up on this sandalwood note going on, but what really shocked me, I guess it shouldn't have with the color of the bottle, this is a strawberry scent. I'm just going to read off the notes for you guys because there is a lot going on in this fragrance and I want to be able to describe and point out to you what I personally smell in here. So you have strawberry, saffron, apple, cardamom, raspberry, and pepper, peony rose, milk, violet, labdanum, and frankincense, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, patchouli. Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's like you're fruity, you're spicy, you're woody, and you're milky, you're lactonic. So I personally smell, I would say, the cardamom in here mixed with the sandalwood. I do definitely get the milk note in here. I get a slight floral touch, but the floral notes are definitely more in the background. This is milky, it's sandalwood, but there is something else going on in here. I think the strawberry and raspberry are adding this like tart effect. I almost picked up a bit of sourness maybe with the fruit and the milk mixed together, but I realized it's more of a tart kind of sensation. So if you are looking for a heavy lactonic fragrance, this is it because you definitely smell the milk. I feel like in a lot of lactonic creamy scents, it gets overly sweet. And to me, this is not sweet, it's more tart, like I said, with the fruity notes. And then I pick up on a lot of sandalwood in the base. So this is definitely a super unique lactonic find, and the bottle is stunning. And of course, this is absolutely perfect for winter weather. We can't do winter fragrances without an amber-based scent, and I have a new fragrance house here that I discovered in Scent Explore. This is from Botanicae, and it is called Tramonte. Here's the bottle. Tramonte is a classic amber fragrance. You get also a lot of spice in here. There's nutmeg. You also have incense, which I definitely pick up on. That's why I say classic amber, because amber can either be more fresh, it can be sweeter, or more traditional. I feel this is a very traditional amber scent mixed in with that incense. It gives it that kind of heavy resinous vibe, which I do love. Also bergamot and yuzu in here. Yuzu is a interesting, bright, zesty citrus note. It can kind of smell like citrus tea. And I do get that in the opening, I have to say. I do pick up on a citrus. This is a ambery citrus in the opening. But on the dry down, it definitely dries down into that nutmeg spice with the incense. There is a slight sweetness in here, but very subtle, so if you like those drier ambery scents, this is beautiful. I personally love amber fragrances, especially when it comes to colder weather. This is a beautiful, dry, warm, ambery scent. I almost pick up on a dried fruit note as it is settling into my skin. Beautiful new amber fragrance that I have discovered. And I know I was just talking about not being a fan of dupe houses, but I do have something beautiful from a inspiration house, and that is from Belayered, which is called Sweet Spirit. This is the last fragrance on my list today for my 2023 winter lineup, and I could not put this in here because this is everything that I love about a vanilla fragrance, because there is more depth to it. It's not just straight up sugary, powdery vanilla. Don't get me wrong, I love powdery vanilla, but this has so much more depth to it, and that's why I chose to talk about this, because yes, it is technically an inspiration of Spiritueuse de l'Avenir from Guerlain, but in my opinion, you guys, this doesn't really smell like that fragrance. It smells like something totally different, and I'm okay with that because this has more depth. It's smoky, has this benzoin in here. Oh my god, it's a little bit creamy too from the benzoin. You have pink pepper, lang lang, so this is not just your traditional everyday vanilla. This has a lot of amplified smokiness. And I did see some reviews, some crazy reviews about people saying that they smelled like cigarettes, like they had just smoked, which is funny to me because although I get the smokiness, I don't necessarily think that you're gonna smell like an ashtray. If you actually smoked cigarettes, you would know what somebody smells like. I could kind of see the reference, but don't be afraid of this. It's a very smooth fragrance. It's a little bit smoky. You get a heavy, thick dose of vanilla, and then you get the benzoin in here to sweeten that up as well. I used to wear this fragrance to bed all the time because it just gives me that cozy, comforting feeling, and that's why I chose to put it in this video, because those are the best kind of fragrances for a winter season. And like I said again, this is not similar to Spiritueuse de l'Avenir. That's why I talked about it as well, because I don't love talking about dupes, but this is just a touch similar. It's its own fragrance entirely. Such a beautiful, smoky, sweet, resinous vanilla scent. Those are all the fragrances that I'm going to be reaching for and that I recommend to you this winter season. Let me know if you have any recommendations for me down below in the comments. I would love to hear about it. I'm always open to trying new fragrances and I want your recommendations, so let me know. I'm going to link everything, like I said, down below because some of these fragrances are a little bit hard to find, but don't worry, I've got you covered. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!